Hey, it's Ben and James here. I don't think there's anything more American than the classic road trip. Today, we're showcasing places just out of the city for that perfect day trip.
Buckle up, radio on, this is gonna be a fun ride. And to our first destination, the Catskills at Rail Explorers USA. In this fun ride, you can travel on the Ulster and Delaware Railroad through the beautiful woods of the Catskill Mountains. You can book both Rail Explorers and rail bike tours on this trail. You'll ride a pedal-powered rail bike along these beautiful railroad tracks. This is a good couple and group activity since the Explorer is available in both tandem and quad version. There's also a 10% discount for bookings of 10 or more. Just something to keep in mind if you're bringing the whole squad for this adventure.
The United States Military Academy is just 50 miles from Midtown and is a very popular day trip. With college football season approaching, we wanted to show the campus as it's a great atmosphere to be a part of on a football Saturday. You can also get a tour of West Point to learn about the history of the cadets and the Army. These brave men and women sign up to serve our country. The West Point Museum has incredible artifacts that showcase the Army's storied history, protecting democracy at home and abroad. You'll also find the West Point Cemetery here, where those who made the ultimate sacrifice are buried. Constitution Island is a landmark on campus. It was a strategic position during the Revolutionary War, which was reoccupied by American forces after Britain gained control. The large rocky island is connected to the eastern shore by a marsh. Dutch explorers nicknamed this part of the river between the Constitution Island and Storm King Mountain Martyr's Reach because a stiff wind could send sailors into a tailwind. Now, Storm King Mountain is one of the highest mountains in the Hudson Valley. It's even a popular spot for day trippers to hike. Don't worry, there are easy and hard trails along the mountain, and the views are magnificent, so it's totally worth it.
Maybe hiking isn't your thing, and amusement parks are more your style. And who doesn't love roller coasters and water slides? Adventureland Long Island is enjoying its first season since COVID restrictions have been lifted. It's been family run since 1962. Adventureland recently added new rides and prides itself on making a fun and safe environment for the whole family to enjoy. The owner, Steve, says he has watched kids grow up and their siblings become their main customers. As you can tell, it's usually a family tradition there in Farmingdale. Adventureland hosts private events including birthday parties. Now hopping over to New Jersey, Six Flags Great Adventure takes the cake as one of the most popular theme parks in the world. Now everyone knows about King Daka, the world's tallest roller coaster, which has a straight incline and drop. Ugh. El Toro, a wooden coaster, was ranked Best Roller Coaster by USA Today this year. And the Buccaneer is just a classic, but Six Flags is family-friendly too, with carnivals, a Ferris wheel, and plenty of Bugs Bunny.
Now let's head out to the east end of Long Island. For what has been dubbed a fishing town with a drinking problem, Montauk is a summer destination where locals from Brooklyn and Manhattan descend on for its beaches and nightlife. But the locals will tell you the summer resort is a peaceful countryside in the off-season. Montauk is at the very tip of Long Island. That's why they call it the End. Fishing is by far the most popular sport out on the East End. Local restaurants from Gooseman's to the Inlet rely on catches from the Long Island Sound and the Atlantic Ocean. Beaches, including Kirk Park and Ditch Plains, line the ocean and are always picked up with umbrellas. Montauk sees a lot of day trippers on summer weekends. Hotels book up real fast and they can get quite pricey during the main season. But if you're able to get into this exclusive beach town, it's like heaven on earth.
What's up, New York? It's Jack with more NY2C trivia. What color were NYC taxis before they were yellow? The answer? Red and green. When taxis first came to New York City in 1907, they were imported from France by businessman Harry Allen. While his red and green cabs dominated the streets for a few years, it wasn't long before other taxi companies appeared, each with their own signature colors and styles. In 1912, Albert Rockwell's company, Yellow Taxi Cab, rocketed to success. Before long, the streets were full of yellow cabs as other companies began copying Rockwell's example. In 1967, it was signed into law that all NYC taxis must be painted yellow in order to be recognized. Although nondescript Lyft and Uber cars are quickly crowding out taxi services worldwide, the yellow taxi cab will always be a New York icon. That's all for this week's New York Trivia. I'll see you next week.
Now to the sports slate this week.
New on NY2C.com this week, an exclusive report from New York Giants training camp with Aaliyah Funchal. Go behind the scenes as Big Blue prepares for its upcoming season. This weekend in New York sports, the New York Mets host the Philadelphia Phillies for a 3-game series at Citi Field. Saturday night, be sure to attend the game for an exclusive bobblehead giveaway. Additional baseball in the area includes the Staten Island Ferry Hawks matchup against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and the Long Island Ducks host the Charleston Dirty Birds. Both teams host fireworks night on Saturday, so be sure to get out to one of those ballparks to enjoy the action and the colorful lights display. Also on Saturday, the New York Red Bulls host Orlando City SC for a matchup from Red Bull Arena in Harrison, New Jersey. And on Sunday, the New York Liberty close out their regular season campaign, hosting the Atlanta Dream from Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Our Rachel Lucier was part of our team up in Cooperstown last month covering the National Baseball Hall of Fame induction ceremony, where legendary Mets manager Gil Hodges joined Red Sox slugger David Ortiz and 5 others to be enshrined into baseball immortality. Rachel tells us more about the village of Cooperstown and the home of the Hall of Fame.
Because it is such a small town in upstate New York, some people may wonder, why Cooperstown? William Cooper officially founded the town in 1786. 150 years later, Stephen C. Clark founded the Baseball Hall of Fame and funded its construction. Clark had the goal of bringing tourism to his hometown, which was hurt by the Great Depression. To this day, Cooperstown is a place for visitors to restore the continuity of past and present.
Thanks, Rachel. Head over to ny2c.com to see 5 facts about Cooperstown you may not know. Look under our On the Call page for Rachel's story. And with your NY2C Sports Update, I'm Derek Futterman. Be sure to head to ny2c.com and follow us on social media at ny2c for all of our latest reports.
That'll do it for this edition of What's Up New York. Next week is our series finale. You do not want to miss it.
Check back with us Thursdays at ny2c.com. We're Ben and James, and we'll see you in the next one.